Unit 57. Have to, must, should. Okay, we shall start with the vocabulary that we have. Ще започнем с думи, които имаме. Receive. Да получа. Получавам. Manners. Маниери, обноски. Behavior. Държание, поведение. Meaning. Значение. Abbreviate. Съкращавам. Сега. Abbreviate, abbreviation. Abbreviation, съкращение в смисъл, когато се използват само началните букви на дадена абревиатура, както се казва. Okay. FYI, for your information. За ваша информация. ASAP, as soon as possible. OBO, or best offer, или най-добра оферта. TTYL, talk to you later. Interpret, интерпретирам, превеждам, устно. Interpreter, преводач. Addressee, or recipient, получател. Concerned with, заинтересован от. Matters, discussed in. Matter, въпрос, проблем, материя, естество. Една дума, която се използва изключително широко. Matter. В този контекст, обърнете внимание, думата е в смисъл на съществително име. Още. Matter, като глагол, има значение. It matters. Това има значение. It doesn't matter. Няма значение. В нашия смисъл, още веднъж, matters, въпрос, естество. Okay? Matters, discussed in, обсъждани в. Bark, лая. To bark at, лая по, глаголи и предлози заедно. At is the preposition. Just like to shout at, to yell at, to scream at. Също като shout at somebody, викам по някой, yell at somebody, същото. Да викам по някой, to scream at someone, да пищя по някой или на някой. Okay? At is the preposition. Okay? To thank, да благодаря. To offer help, да предложа помощ. To express concern, да изразя загриженост. Изключително важно е да помним изрази. To offer help, to express concern. Okay? Polite, учтив. Human, човек, човешки. Take a deep breath, да поема дълбоко дъх. Reply, answer, отговор, отговарям. To be patient, да съм търпелив. Experienced, опитен. Inexperienced, неопитен. User, потребител, ползвател. Също. Окей. Strict to the point, ясен, конкретен, точен в смисъла си. Forget, забравям. Private email, лична електронна поща. To mind, внимавам, обръщам внимание на. Okay? Mind, as a verb. To state, заявявам, твърдя. Okay? Оттам statement, твърдение. Нещо, като е казано. Okay? State още като съществително име състояние. State още страна, държава, щат. Така. To swear, ругая. Okay. To post, да публикувам, най-вече за интернет. Public parts, places, обществени части и места. Unless, освен ако не. Внимание, unless една дума, за която ще говорим много. Unless една дума, която по смисъл съдържа отрицание в себе си. Unless you are here, освен ако не си тук. Окей? Например. To be deluged with, наводнен съм с, засипан от, в по-преносен смисъл. And a few more words A few more words about must, should, have to. Okay. Must. Трябва, аз решавам, носи нашето отношение. Mustn't. Не трябва, не може, забранено е. Окей? Така, ако кажа you mustn't do that. Окей? Това означава не трябва, не може, не бива да го правиш. Ако ти го направиш, нещо лошо ще стане. Should. Би трябвало. Желателно е. Should споменава по-добрата опция. По-добре е. Окей? Това означава should. Shouldn't. Не би трябвало, не е желателно, не е добре. Обърнете внимание още веднъж. Ако аз кажа you shouldn't do that и ако ти го направиш, това не е добре. Тоест, shouldn't, mustn't могат да бъдат взаимозаменяеми. Да, mustn't налага нашето отношение. Mustn't не оставя опция. Що се отнася до have to? На първо място. Have не е модален глагол. Спомагателният глагол при have е do, съответно does в трето лице. Съответно отрицание и въпроси се образуват с do, does. Така, have to. Когато използваме have to в контекста на трябва, ще падне един акцент по отношение на външен фактор. Трябва по отношение на правило, закон, разпоредба или, пак казвам, изисква се, налага се. I have to go now. There is some reason there. Ако кажа I have to go now, има причина. Обърнете внимание, че в чисто положителен контекст много често ще мога да кажа I must go now or I have to go now. Ако кажа I must go now, аз изразявам моето решение. Това, което аз смятам за важно. What I think is important. And if I say I have to go now, т.е. по-скоро акцентът ще падне, че налага се, трябва. Има някаква причина. Така че много често просто ще има един лек нюанс в контекста. Наистина е важно да имаме една идея какво казваме с изразите си. Окей. И по отношение на отрицанието, don't, doesn't have to. Внимание, не е необходимо, не се налага. Казахме don't have to, doesn't have to. Смисъл ще бъде изключително близък до don't need to. Okay? I don't need to go now. I can go later. I don't have to go now. I can go later. Тоест, и нещо, което споменахме малко по-горе, винаги имам някаква опция, която дава така нашият избор. Okay. Let's go now. Now, a great text there. Is there such a thing as net etiquette? Net etiquette. Well, it comes from internet. Okay, this is the net. And etiquette. Okay, etiquette. Etiquette в мрежата. Okay, starting. Every day we receive and send email messages. Are you sure you do this in the proper way? Good manners and behavior in the internet communication are something we must teach to our children. Do you know how to do it? First, you mustn't make any mistakes in grammar, spelling, punctuation, or sentence structure. How can the reader understand the meaning of your message if the language is not correct? You shouldn't abbreviate everything like FYI, ASAP, OBO, TTYL. Don't ask me to interpret, please. Emails should have an addressee's name at the top of the message, just like a letter. Of course, in order to send them to a person. Business emails must have a copy to everyone who is interested and concerned with the matters discussed in it. Messages shouldn't sound like dogs barking. You mustn't forget to thank, offer help, to express concern, to show real interest, and to sound polite and human. Be friendly. You should try to put a smile on the faces of those who read your letters. By that, I don't mean that awful smiley face symbols. Take a deep breath or count to 10 before you send an angry reply. You should always reply to your messages as soon as possible. You always look forward to receiving replies to yours, don't you? But be patient. Give inexperienced email users time to learn the etiquette. You don't have to be a novelist. Messages must be strict to the point. Some people receive hundreds of letters a day, and the last thing they want to see is a message from someone who thinks she is next John Rowling. You should never forget that there is no such thing as private email. Email administrators will have no jobs. You must always mind what and how you say, ask, state, or swear. You don't have to post your email address on websites or other public parts of the internet unless you want to be deluged with spam. Now, questions. Okay, the first one. What shouldn't you forget when you write and send email messages? Okay, you shouldn't abbreviate everything there. Sometimes it is not understandable. Okay? Understandable, неразбираем. Okay, abbreviate беше да съкратя. Okay, what else? Actually, messages shouldn't sound like dogs barking there. Yes, като кучешки лай. Текстът е изключително хубав, наистина ми се иска да се постараем да помним готови изрази. Okay? So, your messages shouldn't sound like dogs barking. And one more thing, you should try to put a smile on the faces of those who read your letters. Try to put a smile on those faces of those who read your letters. Okay? Be friendly and polite. Okay, what else? You should always reply to messages as soon as possible. Yes? And you should never forget, okay? You should never forget that there is no such thing as a private email. Okay? There is always someone there, okay, taking care of the service. Okay? So, question 2. What mustn't you do or write? Okay? You mustn't make mistakes in grammar. Okay? Sounds awful. Okay? How can the readers understand the meaning of what you say? Okay, next. Talking about business emails, they must have a copy to everyone who is interested and concerned with the matters in it. Okay? You mustn't forget to thank or for help, express concern. Okay? To express concern, да изразя загриженост. To offer help, да предложа помощ. Okay? So, to show real interest. To sound polite and human. И да звучите учтиво и човешки. Okay? So, your messages must be strict to the point there. Yes? And you must always mind, okay, what and how you say, state or swear. Yes. Okay, next question. What don't you have to do? Okay, so, okay, you don't have to be noticed. Okay, some people okay, do get lots of letters a day. Yes, and they don't want to read something really long there. Okay, also you don't have to post your email address on websites. Actually, I would say you shouldn't do that, but if it's not necessary, don't do it. Don't do it. Не го правете. Okay, so you don't have to actually. If you don't have to, don't do it. Ако не се налага, не го правете. Така. Okay, the next question that we have. Do you agree with these tips? Why? Are there any rules when you chat, enter forums, advertise online? If you think you have other useful tips for online etiquette, you should share them with us. Okay? Така, имаме още няколко въпроса, които са изключително хубави да се упражниме да използваме съответно should, must, have. Okay? Like what? Okay? I do agree with everything that we have just read. Definitely. Okay? So, okay, let's move on. This is our next exercise, fill in the gaps using the right verbs. Така. Okay. Трябва да попълним празните места, съответно must, have, has to. Okay. I speak English well. I need it in my job. Okay, there is a reason, so I have to. Okay, нещо, което казахме, когато имаме акцент върху външния фактор. I need it in my job. This is the reason why I have to speak English well. Това е нашата причина, защо се налага. Това е контекста на have to. Налага се, трябва. В този смисъл. I speak English well. I love it. Okay, what can we say here? Okay, expressing your opinion. Expressing your opinion. Okay, I must. Okay, you express what you think. Изразявате това, което мислите. I love English. I must speak it well. Okay? Jerry get up at 5. She wants to finish her homework before her mother comes. Okay? So this is the thing that she wants to do. So Jerry must get up. Okay? Once again, Jerry's opinion. Okay? What we think Jerry must do. Okay, 4. I get up at 5. My office is far from here. Okay? I have to. Okay? Because there is a reason. The office is far from here. I have to. Okay? 5. Thomas and Smith wear a suit. It's a formal party. So they have to. So this is the reason why they have to wear. Okay? It's a formal party. This is the reason. We have a reason. Yes? So, 6. Susan wears suit. She wants to look good. Okay, what can we say here? Susan must wear suit. Okay. She wants to look good. Тя иска да изглежда добре. Трябва да носи костюм. Обърнете внимание, че когато използваме must, винаги се налага някакво отношение, наше отношение. Не толкова акцента за причина. Окей? Така. 7. Students follow the procedures. They don't want to be wrong. Okay? So they must follow the procedures. They don't want to be wrong. Okay? Once again, this is the reason why they must follow. Okay? Така, внимание върху още нещо. Must е една дума, както споменахме, когато започваме да говорим за must, казахме, че е дума, която налага нашето отношение. Обърнете внимание, че много често ще имаме опции. Много често ще имаме опции. Особено, обърнете внимание, когато говоря за второ или в трето лице, се получава различен нюанс. Ако аз кажа I must do something, I express what I think. Okay? Ако аз кажа you must go now, once again, I express what I think you should do. Okay? Когато кажа you must do this, аз още веднъж изразявам моето мнение по отношение на това, което ти трябва да направиш. Така. Окей. В трето лице също ще се получи тази идея, макар че говориме конкретно за някой друг. Аз изразявам моето мнение и отношение по отношение на някой друг. Okay? They don't want to be wrong. So they must follow the procedures. Okay? Okay, going on. 8. The secretary follow the procedure. It's her duty. She has to. Обърнете внимание как това вече не носи нашето отношение. The secretary has to follow the procedures. It's her duty. Това е нейно задължение. Причина. Външен фактор. Yes? 9. Mike's father earn money for the company. Okay. What can we say here? Okay. So this is his job. This is what he does. Okay. So he has to. Okay. And number 10, I earn a lot of money. I want to buy this expensive car. Once again, I express my feelings, my opinion. I must earn. Така. Обърнете внимание на още нещо, че в чисто положителен смисъл, много често must и have to ще могат да се заместват. Да, получава се един лек нюанс в контекста и в смисъл на това, което казвам. Но, ако аз кажа I must do something, I express my opinion, my decision, okay, what I feel, what I think it's really important. If I say this, usually I have a reason. Кажа ли това? Обикновено имам причина. Съгласни ли сте? В този контекст, ако аз кажа I have to do this, акцентът пада повече върху тази причина и не носи толкова нашето отношение в смисъл на това, което казваме. Okay, let's go on. Okay, fill in the gaps. Once again using must, mustn't, should, shouldn't, have to, don't have to, has to, doesn't have to. Okay? So, така, вижте, някъде ще имаме опции. Спор няма. Това са изречения изкарани от контекст. В зависимост от нюанса и смисъл на това, което искам да кажа, ще имам опции. Okay. We are on holiday here. We get up early. We are on holiday. So we don't have to. Okay. So we don't have to get up early. Не е нужно, не се налага. Казахме, че там, където имаме have to, абсолютно минава need to. I don't need to. We don't need to get up early. It's not necessary. 2. Your friends smoke in here. There is a no smoking sign, so they mustn't do that. Okay. 3. Sarah, hurry. She has enough time. She has enough time, so she doesn't have to. She doesn't need to. Okay. 4. My mother is a doctor, and she often has to. Why? She is a doctor. This is her job. Okay. It requires working at night. Окей, това изисква работа вечер. Така че, външният фактор, причина. Окей, my mother is a doctor and she often has to. Окей. Five. When you visit Egypt, you should. Okay, this is my recommendation. Okay. So you should visit. 6. If you visit Turkey, book a hotel room before you go because there are a lot of vacancies. So you don't have to. Okay. Не е нужно, не се налага, не се изисква. Още веднъж, това е смисълът на отрицанието don't have to. Okay, because there are lots of vacancies. Свободни места. 7. You drive on the left in Japan, Australia and the UK. Okay, definitely you have to. This is the rule, the regulation. Okay, so you have to. 8. In Britain, children wear school uniforms. Okay, in Britain they have to. Okay, so nine. If you want to work in the USA, you have to. Okay, once again, because this is the rule, regulation, what is required, това, което се изисква, нали? 10. You exchange your money before you go to France because there are a lot of 24-hour banks. Okay, so you don't have to. Okay, не е нужно, не се изисква. Okay. Eleven. It's a great film. You should watch it. Okay. Once again, this is my recommendation. This is what I think. It's a great film. You should watch it. 12. If you feel ill, you what? Okay. You should go to bed. You must go to bed. Definitely, I can say both here. Okay. Okay, let's go on. Number 13. When you catch an airplane, you check in before you board the plane. Okay, you have to check in. Yes, you have to check in before you board the plane, да се качиш на самолета. 14. You have too much hand luggage. Okay, what can we say here? You shouldn't. Okay, you shouldn't have. Не бива, не е добре. Това е точно контекста. Okay. You shouldn't have too much hand luggage. Liquids and documents be in the plastic transparent bag. Have to be. Okay, this is the regulation. Това е законът, правилото. 16. You wear comfortable clothes. Okay, you should wear. This is what I recommend. You should do. Yes. 17. At landing and takeoff, you what? Okay, you have to. I would say you must. I can say both. Okay, I can say both. You must or you have to. Okay, following the regulation there, you have to. Така, ако кажа you have to, звучим като инструкция. Ако кажа you must wear, this is what I think. Okay, това е което аз смятам, аз мисля, че е важно. Okay, 18. But you wear the seat belt all the time. You can unfasten it. To unfasten, да го разкопчея, да го махна. Okay, so you don't have to. Okay. 19. There is often a film on a long flight, but you don't have to. Once again. Yes. Не е нужно. So you don't have to watch it. You can go to sleep. 20. When you've got your luggage, you have to go through customs. Тоест трябва да минете през митницата. You have to. This is the regulation there. Okay? 21. We protect ourselves from dangerous sun rays. Okay? What can we say here? Definitely must. We must protect ourselves. We should protect ourselves. I think we can say both there. Okay? Yes. We must, should protect ourselves from the dangerous sun rays. Okay. Sun rays sounds better. Yes. 22. When we sunbathe, we what? Put on suntan lotion with high SPF. Okay. What can we say here? Okay. 22. We must, should. Yes. We must, should put on. Okay. And looking at 23. We always wear a hat and sunglasses. Okay, 23. What? We must, we should always wear. Okay, this is the recommendation. 24. Babies and young children sunbathe after 11 a.m. and before 4 p.m. Yes? Mustn't, shouldn't. Okay. 25. We plenty of liquids. Drink plenty of liquids. Okay. We should. Okay. Sounds really good. Let's have it like we should. Okay, we should drink plenty of liquids. Yes. Добре. Това е контекст. Добре. Споменавам по-добрата опция. 26. It's too hot. If it's too hot, children and elderly people. Okay. What? Mustn't, shouldn't stay in the sun. "27. You go swimming immediately after lunch or dinner." Okay. You mustn't or you shouldn't go swimming. Once again, you mustn't, shouldn't go swimming immediately after lunch or dinner. 28. In the mountain, the sun is even more dangerous because of the reflections. Reflection, отражение. Because of, заради, поради. Okay? So the sun is even more dangerous because of the reflection of snow. When you go skiing, you what? Okay, you should be, you must be. Definitely, I can say both. Okay, you must be, you should be as careful as on the beach. Okay, 29. We teach children how to cross streets from a very early age. Okay. So we should teach children how to cross streets from a very early age, and you be a psychologist to understand teenagers. Just talk to them. You don't have to be. Не е нужно, не се налага. Още веднъж. You don't have to.